We know this, and this is historically true, that something really bad happened at Jerusalem in 70 AD. There was tremendous carnage there. It was under siege for several months without food and water, and they cut off everything that Romans did. These are very malicious people, and they have no regard for these people in Jerusalem. Whether they're Christian or not, they're going to kill them all. It's very important that these people, these Christians, had this escape. And they did escape because they listened to Jesus Christ, who told them about salvation. Of course, eternal salvation, we know that he took care of that, but he's taking care of their timely salvation right now. His grace is. His words told them what to watch for and where to go when it happened. And they had an understanding that the people did not have who were following the high priest, the Sanhedrin, and the people who thought that they were in control of the Jews in Jerusalem. So it was very important that this be kept secret and that the people in Jerusalem not find out a thing about it. And that was the reason they were using coded language. The Jews, the Christian Jews especially, used this kind of language to communicate with one another because they didn't want anybody to find out what they were doing or what they were about, how they were going to get out of there. Now their trial was to leave, sell everything they had, take the money, put it in the pot, but they had joy unspeakable. Why was it unspeakable? Because they couldn't talk about it. It was a secret. If the high priest or anybody had found out what they were doing and what their plans were, it would all be over. Were they left here for us? That's my belief, that the Dead Sea Scrolls were left there for us, Christians in America. And I dare say that many people would not agree with what I've said thus far. Jesus was baptized by John the Baptist just a few miles from Qumran. We're led to believe that John the Baptist and Jesus both spent a lot of time at Qumran. Now, at Qumran, we have a graveyard. Maybe about 1,200 graves are there in this graveyard. And they face north instead of the east and west as they do in the United States. Why north? We actually took a GPS and put it on it to make sure they were true north. They're true north. And at Caesarea Philippi, the big rock in the background that you see there is the base of Mount Hermon. And they had elected me mayor, so I had to serve there in that room. What rock? Well, you know, we know that Jesus is like a rock. But he was standing there at Caesarea Philippi with that huge rock behind him when he was saying this. Could have that had a double meaning? These remains are an awesome sight. This is where they say Agrippa II had a palace there at Caesarea Philippi. And these are the foundation, these are the remains of it. But I don't think Agrippa II had the cash to do what I'm looking at here. This is magnificent right here, what we're looking at. These foundations, only a very, very wealthy man, in my opinion, could have done this. Being an engineer, I've looked at a lot of structures built a lot of different ways. This is powerful stuff we're looking at here. Agrippa II may have built on these foundations, but one much greater than he built here first, I believe. So this great range of mountains and great area had a lot of mountains in it. And Ararat was just one of them. And the Bible says that the ark went down in the mountains of Ararat, plural. This is God's holy mountain. This is where the ark came down, where Jesus was transfigured, where his face shone as the sun. That would be bright. This is approximately the same location that Paul was blinded on the road to Damascus and then taken to the third heaven. My, oh my, what's that? Up there on top, there's this sunken area, and wet places still remain from the snow. But this is a huge area in here. We stood right there, and this is the sunken area I'm talking about. Water can drain off right there. One peak is there, another peak is there. But this is all sunken area right in here. Huge. Could the ark have come down there? Could the Lord have preserved the ark in that mountain? And could it be there today? And could it have been the place where the children of light went to? Elder Randall there is surveying the sunken area, looking at it from all different ways. All the paths that we've traveled lead here, and we're close.